Good morning to you here at 6 o'clock. Thanks for starting your Thursday with us. I'm Alicia Lewis. Jason Hackett has the morning off, and we do want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody up early, cooking, cleaning, preparing the house for whatever guests you may be having over. I'm talking to you, my mom, Mama Lou, watching this morning. I'll be there in a few hours. All right, let's get out to John. I know all the people out there cooking this morning.
Yeah, I feel like that's who's up with us right now.
It is.
Everybody who's off and being lazy and is just going to eat the food, you're sleeping. But it's the hard work and moms out there, grandmas, nanas. I always loved, my nana would work 15 straight hours for this meal, and great memories. So if you're having that right now, I hope you're enjoying it. Love this day. Happy Thanksgiving. It is a great day to travel. Obviously, it's cold all of a sudden. Hard to believe. 2 days ago? Monday, it was 44 when I was out here in the backyard. I barely had to wear a jacket. And now here we are. Here we are, wintertime. So here's the big story. Saturday, we issued another weather impact alert, midnight to midnight. So I was thinking of writing just the 24 hours, the whole day. I don't know what to write there. But the whole Saturday, every second of Saturday, we got the impacts. This is for an extended period of light snow. Because it's not a burst of snow, the impacts will be lower. These are not the same impacts as they were on this last storm. That last storm literally closed roads on 94. That is not going to happen here. So you got to be prepared still for slick conditions, but more importantly, we're going to talk about who in the region is going to see a foot of snow. So it's not just us here. It's Iowa, it's Wisconsin, it's Illinois. Beautiful start here, 25, a little cloudy. If it wasn't cloudy, it'd probably be 5 degrees, and I'm not joking, so the clouds are kind of nice. So we'll get up to around 27. Pretty nice day, cool day, but more importantly, a good travel day for Thanksgiving. We'll take a deep dive into that snow. Good morning, Cece.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're at home, chilling out, resting, having a good time. Taking a look here, I've just been clicking around the Twin Cities Metro and other parts. We don't go to Mankato enough. This is live in Mankato. Things looking good down there. The snow looks really great on the roads. Not on the roads, but near the roads. The roads are kind of slick in some areas, especially on those ramps and overpasses, so watch that. But crews did a really good job clearing out the road, so you should have a good drive as you head out to celebrate Thanksgiving. Back here in the Twin Cities Metro, things look good, all green, no crashes right now. Hopefully it stays that way for the next hour as we continue on the show. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. Well, the holidays can be especially hard for some people and local organizations, though, stepping up to help those in need. Volunteers are already awake up preparing meals this morning, and our Michelle Beck is live at Harbor Light in downtown Minneapolis, where it's been busy. Breakfast is underway, Michelle.
Oh yeah, good morning to you, Alicia. You know, Thanksgiving sweets, those sweets are going out early here at the Harbor Light Center. Take a look at these delicious cinnamon buns from the famous Isles Bun and Coffee. We love those here at KARE 11. They're going out to those in need here, the residents who have stayed here at the Harbor Light Center overnight. Of course, they're actually here behind me. The first breakfast rush was between 5:30 and still going on till 6:30. There's going to be another rush between 7 and 8. So a lot happening here today. Plus, at 1 p.m., there's a special Thanksgiving meal. And so while breakfasts like these happen all the time here at Harbor Light, as you can see here behind me, and it's still going on. What's so special about Thanksgiving here today is not only that 1 p.m. meal, but also there's a section for coats and mittens and hats, all of course the winter essentials. And so there's a lot of things that are going out to the community, to those in need, and a lot of different organizations making this possible. Of course, you mentioned the volunteers are from 2.4 Ministries. They're here all the time, and it's through the giving hands of volunteers like them who are making all this a possibility. Back to you.
And I love that they're giving out warm meals, warm clothes. They're doing it all. All right, Michelle Beck, thank you so much. Well, if you are in need of a warm meal today, there are other organizations serving free meals today. At Union Gospel Mission Twin Cities Men's Campus over in St. Paul, volunteers are serving from 11:30 to 1. The Thanksgiving celebration at Catholic Charities Dorothy Day Place in St. Paul runs from 10:30 to noon, and they're going to start with bingo. They're going to start serving food here at 11:45. And Hog's Breath Bar and Grill in Little Canada is handing out free to-go boxes of food to families in need, 100 of them. And that's while supplies last. That goes from 11 to 2. And a reminder of what's open and closed today. A lot of grocery stores are going to be closed, including Lunds and Byerly's. Target will be closed. Kowalski, Costco, Hy-Vee, and Trader Joe's. Stores that are open, if you forgot, the can of Who Hash, Whole Foods and Cub Foods are going to be open. Both are going to be modified hours. So just check with your local store to see when they're open. Fresh Time is going to be open 7 to 2 p.m. So just heads up if you forgot anything. Well, one of the biggest Thanksgiving Day traditions, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City, is kicking off this morning. You can watch it right here on KARE 11. The parade starts at 8:30, and coming up later on Sunrise, you're going to meet some Twin Cities teens getting ready to dance their way along the parade route. Looking forward to that. All right, 6:05, other news headlines. We're live in Washington, D.C. this morning as we're waiting for an update on the conditions of 2 National Guard troops members shot just blocks from the White House in broad daylight. Right now, the shooting's being investigated as an act of terrorism. This morning, King 5 TV reporter Jim Nelson went to the last known address for the suspect in Bellingham, Washington.
People around here were shocked when they heard about the connection. According to the Associated Press, citing a former landlord, Lacan Walt moved here with his wife and 5 kids. We're at his last known address right now. There's been no sign of any law enforcement on Wednesday. People who live and work in the area told me they haven't seen any activity either. I did talk to a guy who's lived here for several years. I described what we know about the suspect so far, and he immediately pointed to an area of the building that matches the address we have and said that description matches someone who lives here.
If that's the guy, that's pretty crazy because, I mean, from what you just told me, I mean, that kind of scares me a little bit. You know, I've been around a long time and I'm originally from Southern California years ago, but yeah, no, to have something like that close, if you know, I don't know.
So again, so far, no reports of any police activity. That, of course, could change. In Bellingham, Washington, I'm Jim Nelson.
And the Pentagon has asked to deploy another 500 National Guard troops because of this incident. Well, if you were woken up by explosion-like sounds and you live in northeast Minneapolis, this is why. This is what's left of a car that was caught on fire overnight at Marshall Street Northeast, just north of Lowry Avenue North. Firefighters say they were called at around 1 o'clock this morning and found the car with no one around. They say the exploding sounds were likely the tires popping. This morning, a disturbing report out of Edina. Police say there have been multiple burglaries, 3 in fact, in the city in the past month and a half. And this is a map showing the area where the crimes have all happened. They believe homes are being targeted by an organized group looking for homes in secluded wooded areas. Police say they're stealing things like jewelry, safes, and other expensive items. No one's been arrested, and authorities haven't been able to capture any suspects on surveillance videos. So if you live in that area, police are asking you to take extra security measures, including installing security cameras and alarms. Of course, always lock your doors and windows, and if you're gone, turn some lights on to make it look like someone's home. All right, here's a live look from Bayfront Park up in Duluth, where the famed Bentleyville Tour of Lights is dark this morning. But that could all change tonight. The light display had to close yesterday due to the high winds and damage from those winds from the big storm that came through. Organizers say they've been working around the clock and are hoping to have all the repairs finished so they can reopen tonight. Bentleyville had just opened for the season this past weekend. I'm assuming, John, the Thanksgiving weekend is